Hello, everyone. This is Suzanne, and I am very happy to be with you on this Tuesday morning here on the East Coast of the United States. And today I want to talk about paying attention to structures that many of us may have put in place, ways that we see what nourishes us, ways that we hold ourselves in order to feel safe, and how we can begin at this point in time to look at them, figure out what we want to keep, and figure out what we want to let go of. So, let me give you some examples of what I'm talking about. Many of us have a sense of time that can be a little rigid. We have a sense of, how shall I say it, that there's a way in which how we are nourished or nurtured requires that we have lots of time and space, nothing on our schedule, or that we keep time very regimented. And this happens here, and then that happens there, and then that happens there. And that's the way we're able to relax. And people live along this spectrum from, I have one of my dearest friends, loves to have a completely empty calendar. She goes, then I can create. Other people tend to need exact schedules. And most of us don't even realize that we have those in place. The same thing occurs for us around the things that we have around us. Our homes, our workspaces, our warehouses, as Carol would say, like the things where we keep the things precious to us, where we hold what is dear to us in a particular way. And it might be, I don't know, it might be your car, it might be your home, it might be your family in a particular way. This can be held in a way or in a manner that you have to, it has to be a particular way for you to feel safe and nourished and full. And without it, you feel empty, or you feel like there's a deficit. There's an emptiness. So what we're going to talk about today, do you see the correlation between the spaces we hold and the way we hold time? They're very similar. And guess what? We've just gone through a pandemic that for most people has turned our worlds completely upside down. So this, as we are just starting to be able to step out, as you've gotten vaccinated, as the world's feeling a little safer, now is the time for you to actually let's look at these structures that we have in place. My relationship with time, the physical structures that we have, and begin to ask, do they work for us? So I'm going to ask you, as you do your grounding and filling today with me, to bring to mind your physical space and your relationship with time. How do you live with that? How do you feel inside right now? Is it time for a cleaning out? Is it time for a letting go? Or, like my friend that likes an empty calendar, is it time for you to actually put some things on the calendar to structure your day or your week or your month? Okay? There's not a right or wrong here. It's just who we are as human beings. And it makes a difference in how we feel at that deep level inside of ourselves. Okay, so let's take a moment. Rest back, get the soles of your feet on the floor. You're comfortable. Feeling the earth beneath you, your backbone supported. Allow yourself to simply rest back. Rest back. Feeling comfortable, feeling connected to the earth, letting your eyes close if you want to. And we're going to do that favorite 5-breath ground and fill, as though your lungs are in the bottom of your feet. And as you inhale through the connection with the earth, you're going to begin to fill your feet and legs with whatever would nourish you most on your first breath. Exhaling what you no longer need. Second breath into your pelvis, in your belly, in your spine. exhaling what you no longer need. Third breath into your chest and your lungs and your ribs and your spine all the way up to your shoulders. Fourth breath, down your arms into your hands and fingers. And that fifth breath, allowing this flow to move right into your throat and your neck, right on up, out the crown of your head as your cranium fills. Good, good. And with eyes closed, with an internal awareness of who you are, what it feels like to be you right now, no matter what your circumstances are right now. Let's bring to mind the first thing we spoke of a few moments ago, which is, what is your relationship with time? How structured do you need your day to be in order to feel safe, to feel like you're getting done, to be efficient, getting done what you need to do, to be effective in bringing your gifts to the world? Do you need a structure, or do you need more space? And notice in your belly and your heart and your gut what it feels like as you bring to mind your relationship with time. More spaciousness, more structure. Notice what feels right in your gut. And you'll know it. And it can be very fine-tuned. You might notice that you need, yes, you need more structure, but you don't need it in the way that you used to hold it. You need to let it go a little bit, but you need structure in how you start your day or how you end your day. You may need structure around your meals. Just gently listening to yourself, offering possibilities in that structure or spaciousness spectrum. What feels right? What feels right? Good, good. Yeah. And let yourself refine it. I mean, really pay attention. Where do you need to let go of things that you've held too rigidly? Where do you need to actually put structure in place because it's going to support something that you want long range? You need that structure. And you might need it day to day. And you might need it much more than you're currently comfortable with. So you're going to have to get a little uncomfortable sometimes to create what you came here to do. The research is there. Being uncomfortable is not a bad thing. But your gut sense of it, the rightness, will ring true when you get to the structure that you know you need to step into. Even if it means sweating more, pumping more, exercising more, doing things in a slightly different way than you've done it before. You need it to get where you want to go. Yeah. So listening, walking through your life, your day, your week, your work, your play, your fitness. Listening. Listening for what's right. Make a note as you're doing this. If you've got your journal handy, you can open it and just scribble something down so that you know what you need. Good. Now we're going to move on to the idea of what is the structural support you need around yourself in terms of your space, your world. What makes you feel comfortable and full inside? What makes you feel secure? For some of you, through the pandemic, you've been cleaning things out and throwing them away. Here you are at home, nothing to do. Yeah. I know for Carol and I, we have actually been here being so generative, like we've been creating so much during this time period, that we're actually just now getting to shift and change and clean things out that really were from things gone by, things that are no longer needed, no longer needed. And in doing that now, we're creating space for the richness that's here. Some of the rest of you may actually need to call something in. This may be a time when you want to gather your family together because you haven't been able to be together, or you want to do something with your budget, your finances, your home, your cars, your whatever it is. Do what you need to do to feel comfortable inside, to feel like it's right in your gut, to feel like, oh yeah, this is what I need. Yeah. I have a whole area of my home I'm about to reorganize. Yeah. You may have something you need to call in because it's been an emptiness in your world, and now you can begin to build here again. So notice inside what feels right for you. What feels right for you? Yeah. Pay attention to the areas, the different areas in your life, your personal relationships, your work relationships, your space, your physical space that you're working in, playing in, enjoying life in. Yeah? Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. Sometimes when we clear something out, initially there'll be a sense of emptiness. If you get stuck there, then you can descend into a sense of loss. But if you're able to say, oh, this emptiness opens, and now there's spaciousness for me to step into and create. It's like having a blank canvas. If you're an artist or a painter, you get to then move into who you are, what you want in this next chapter of your life, of your whole life. This is a huge transition point. So notice what you're wanting to create in terms of your space, relationships, work, pleasure, taking care of yourself. Yeah. What feels right? Listening, noticing how it feels in your spine, in your belly, in your gut, your heart. What do you feel inspired to do? Yeah. This is an opportunity for all of us to take a look and to discern who we are at a soul level and to begin to step into it. It's a big transition point. Yeah. And I'll be teaching about this a lot more throughout this coming year, because we are sitting at the brink of, or standing at the brink of, we are in the threshold of a whole new area in our lives. Yeah. Good. Good. So take your time when we get done, when you allow your eyes to open, come back into the room, noticing what it feels like to be you now. You have filled up, embodied, come in to your bones and your heart and your gut and your belly, your feet and legs, your cranium. And in doing so now, you've also taken the time to listen to different aspects of who you are. In a sense, it's like updating your software. Is this what I want to be doing right now? Or is this structure? Is this relationship? Is this way in which I have felt comfortable something I want to carry into the future? Or something I want to let go of? And what do I need to call in? Okay, so take some time after I sign off with you and journal, if you will, what you heard, felt, saw, anything from this walkthrough this morning about the next chapter of your soul's journey. Okay? And enjoy.